Now, one may think, why am I streaming? You know, after etc., etc., etc. Well, I ought to say, still, you know, it is what I said. Yesterday was the finale. For now. Because I don't know whenever I'm going to be back. What? The fuck you mean no SIM card? Ah, what is up with that? I'm sorry, did my SIM card die on me? Can I? Well... Okay. Amazing news, I guess. Right, anyway, as I was saying... Basically, I wanted to actually try out the, Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, hold on. So as I was saying, I wanted to give the modern Minecraft a try, you know? And I am, in fact, done with, what was it called? That doesn't seem like that. There we go. A more simple word I can actually say. Dude, what's up with this? I don't know what's up with that. Why can't I? Oh, wait, I can just... Ooh. My brain is thinking right now. This is good. This is good. Nah, delete that. Yeah, delete it. Alright, get this right. I'm thinking. Well, I'm thinking. And then I go here. I'm gonna drag this crap. Yerp. That didn't seem like it did anything. That definitely didn't do anything. Ah, you lied to me. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, point case. I wanted to try the new modern Minecraft for the uptime time that I've said that. That includes the music, that includes the gameplay, that includes the whatever. I just want to see what's up. And yeah, as for the Call Me Carson server, yeah, that'll be on hiatus for quite some time. Maybe like 2 months, hopefully. Because, like I said, I want to focus on other things. I have to. I should. I have the obligation to. I don't have my Zoom mod. But before I continue with this, give me a second. Let me go ahead and actually add this. Cool. Hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, boo-hoo, I guess. I just get a normal experience. Oh, wait a a second. I just now realized if I don't have any mods, and I also just don't have any optimizations. Interesting. Since this is base Minecraft, I'll just shimmy the music up a little bit. The stream also might just be short, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is a sandbox after all. The world is my oyster. And all I can think of is, I don't know, I want to explore, but that's what I've been doing every single time I do anything. Oh, this reminds me a lot of, is it called Stark's Tower? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to be speaking, so I might just cut the mic and just let things play out. And if I have something to say, maybe I'll say it. I don't know. One big thing that I will say, though, is I'm excited to hear the music. I don't know if that was the thing I was going to say. Probably not. You know, one of the best things about the arrival of Christmas is the fact that every place starts selling hot cocoa, and it's amazing. It's great. It's even better whenever they actually include marshmallows. I don't know if I can recall any place putting marshmallows, but hey, when it happens, it's great. Ooh, and you know what? Now since I'm in the modern, sleek version of 1.21.10, um, that does mean that copper is not, like, stupidly useless. It's great. People are complaining about the copper tools, and I say, okay. At least I have things that I can use them for. I'm fine with it. I don't keep. I don't want to keep collecting a bunch of iron. I've got like a good old stack of random copper that I've collected just from natural mining. Great, because then I don't have to stare at it. I'm like, you are useless. No, in this case, they have purpose. And once again, that's the seed. These are the seeds. Just in case anyone's curious, because this is a really nice seed. Also, you got people complaining, be like, oh my goodness, what place will it take? I can't stand this idea of the correlations, this direction, the chronology of what we need to do in this game. Oh my goodness, it doesn't fit. Yeah, but I bet you don't pick up the... I was gonna say butter. Sorry, I was from that era of Minecraft. But, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think you picked up gold whenever you actually went mining. Yeah, fuck off. You ain't making gold tools. I know you ain't. Who is? Maybe me. Maybe me. Man, it's such a shame that everyone from that era, I'm talking about the content creators, and that's like, I grew up watching a bunch of those content creators from that era. But growing up and then seeing how they're just all horrible. Pretty tragic, pretty tragic. Yeah. And then we got the modern version, in which maybe some of them are okay. Only like seemingly small portions. So, is there an improvement? No, man. Speaking of the people from that era, the one that I'm really curious about still to this day is what happened to a Bayesian Canadian. Kind of just disappeared off the face of the earth. Other people, they have explanations. They're either a horrible person and they went to jail or something, or maybe they didn't, but they're still a horrible person. I mean, still a horrible person before and after. if they went to jail. But you know what I'm trying to say. But then you have like the they kind of just fell off. Probably because, you know, after a certain time, people did just stop watching Minecraft and start just, I don't know, indulging in anything else. Anyway, all that just stemmed from talking about copper. Point in case. Yeah, man. Shut up. What are you complaining about, man? We have gold. Gold has always been useless. Copper, at least it has a use, you know? What's the harm in it? You know, having a little extra options for that. I mean, I know that more isn't always better, even though a lot of these people in the current community really like to believe that more is better. But, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. One coal equates to 6 items, so... Okay. You know, I think I've been exploring for so long, that I completely forgot how to play this game. And speaking of playing the game, it's still really interesting to like hear about people growing up with Bedrock Edition, not like Minecraft Pocket Edition or the old Legacy versions. Because I grew up with Xbox 360 version, also like Minecraft Pocket Edition. But it's so interesting to hear about whatchamacallit, all these people who have grown up playing on Bedrock. And you know, that immediately signals to me that I'm probably older. And that also equates to me absolutely being better than them. It's an absolute just ego boost each time. It's great. Every single time I think about these different things, I'm like, I'm better than them. I don't know, let me have my little victories, because in my own friend group, I'm actually the youngest. Anyway, so... Right. I'm streaming. I should... put it back. Turn on and off. Well, it needs another sim. Man, I need a pin to do that. I can't just... No, because you absolutely need a pin to open that crap up. No, I can't do anything. Okay, let's not go. No, you know what? Let's just try the old method of restarting the phone. Hope that works. So interesting how restarting devices actually works. I mean, it makes sense though, you know? something goes wrong in the middle of something, it's like, whoopsie daisy, not much you can do. I mean, maybe you can try troubleshooting it, but then you have like, alright, well, something's screwed up and maybe the software can't autocorrect itself. I mean, this is how I imagine it. So, I don't know, let's just hard reset the entire thing so it just starts on like a perfect start to the entire thing. So then it can just run probably normally again. I'm assuming that's how that works. I wouldn't know. I'm not fancy schmancy with the coding. I know that bare bones basics. See, copper already is benefiting me at this very moment. See, look at this. Before I interact with any iron, because I just suck at finding iron for some reason, I got them copper. Speaking of which, that one guy who, whatchamacallit, was like well known for his really bad copper. So, was he able to make sales though? I know a lot of people say any kind of advertising is good advertising, but I don't know about within that era, you know what I mean? I mean, in some circumstances, yeah, I mean, I guess. Ah. I mean, in some circumstances, I would imagine. Oh my goodness. Look at this beauty. Straight out of Terraria. Absolutely, man. No, that's just how it's done. That's just how they should keep this up. They need to. Where did you come from? Where did any of y'all come from? Surf it up. Oh, wait. Sorry, mispronunciation. My apologies. Lack of sleep as per usual. But this time it's because I didn't actually get the good amount of sleep that I should have. Oh yeah. The copper life is great. This is pretty good. No, I like this. I like this edition a lot. I'm pretty happy. I'm smiling. Already, this is some pretty good impressions. Anyway. You know, the idea for career, because I've mentioned it a few times, let me be completely honest. So, I want to be a psychologist. Yeah, get that. So, the plan is quite simple. I hopefully continue down this path. I become a psychologist of some kind. Maybe industrial, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll end up being a human resources at the end, even though that's not exactly, you know, industrial psychologist. Maybe I'll be the person to fire you. But, or hire you, and then fire you soon after. But nonetheless, with the current pathway with the major that I have, which is Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, at the very least with this one, I can do a graduation with an associate's degree, which I should, because that was kind of the big point with me and my advisor. But also a bit of a worry that comes in play right now is, well, now since I'm continuing beyond just the 2-year mark, I'm now questioning, hold on a second, is Bachelor of Arts actually the thing that gets me to what I want to be, which is, the guy who just sits right behind a desk and hands you a paper to slice it right across and then says, alright, you are tasked with moving that ship in your brain mentally, and you just connect the dots right there. And yeah, you just do that and circle the answer and stuff. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to be. Not necessarily the easiest thing, because I'm sure there's like extra steps to it, but like, imagine that. I get to just slide a paper across and say to just some person, alright, do that. And then I can just kind of sit back and maybe relax. I doubt, though. It's a nice idea, though. The panda huffs. What are you huffing? Anyway. Hold on. Routine check. Cool. So I put a data pack for this world. And, get this crap out of here. Hopefully it'll be, cool. I don't know how many interactions I'll have with creepers. But, I'm excited. I'm very excited. That's straight out of Terraria. Now with this sword, it looks like I'm about to poke a bunch of things to death. Paperclip. I did just buy a bunch of paper clips recently. Where the crap did they go? Where did my paper clips go? Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Copper armor. See, things just get better and better. I knew I would like the copper stuff. Unironically, I don't have a problem with the copper stuff. I get it. Doesn't really add up to the progression, but the exact same thing can be applied for like gold, and like it's been that way for many years. It got its own improvement ish. Didn't really improve upon its own concepts though, such as the fact how each of the gold tools still suck. But like, hey, if you have a bunch of copper, now you can do stuff with it. In a more practical sense, I'd say. There we are. Huh. WhatsApp. I ain't touching WhatsApp. There's nothing wrong with it, I think. But like, Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I'll have to actually investigate. I don't know crap about it. I think maybe it was associated. Is it associated to, like, Facebook? I'm not saying Meta. Ooh, am I to die? Am I to die? No, I don't want to die. Oh yeah, look at that mining speed though. Brilliant. You see, I put copper along the same ranks as andesite and diorite, and I hate andesite and diorite. Unironically, while I'm fine with their addition, they suck and they look ugly as crap, and they get in the way and they are all clusters inside of my inventory. I don't want them. Building wise, they look pretty alright. But if I don't want to build crap with them at the moment, because guess what? I want to build my generic hut with a bunch of wood. Well, frick off. I don't want to deal with that. Anyhow. At some point in time, this is a little heads up for stream ideas, which I only have one. There's this game called Oxenfree, and it's pretty good, it's pretty fun, but I didn't get an ending where everyone hates you in the end. Probably because I didn't feel so good about the idea of making everyone hate me, but I was totally okay with just staying silent the entire time. Probably because, I don't know, it's so easy to do. Well, challenging in some moments. I'm not talking about real life, by the way. Alright, how do I make a bag? Bag. No? Okay. Bag? That's not a bag. As far as I'm seeing, none of these things look like bags, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just my perspective. You know, I totally forgot. See, this is what I'm talking about. I already have one of the materials. Why don't you just show me the thing that includes the other crap? Why don't you just copy Terraria more? It'd make things better. Of course they're not actually copying, you know? I doubt they're copying. I doubt they're taking any inspiration. Maybe. I don't know. But, like, if they were to take inspiration, I mean, please, come on, copy the guide. Because the guide is goated now. They improved him significantly. But this thingamabob, definitely deserving of its name, doesn't do crap. I have one of the materials. Let me see the thing I can craft. I mean, you're willing to show me this, and I have the flint, and I'm seeing this. Why can't you show me the bag? Or am I blind? Maybe I'm blind. But within this instance, I'm gonna say with confidence, I'm not blind. Point still stands. Oh yeah, look at that. No, this is like getting cactus armor in Terraria. My apologies on the frequent references. Oh, they're gone. Crap. Well, before I die to this guy, I think I'm gonna die to these guys. No, never mind. You gonna jump me, or are you gonna jump? You're definitely gonna jump me. You're waiting to jump me. I get it, man. In that case, I don't wanna leave now. Interesting. No, I guess this guy's just chill but doesn't like to be looked at. I'm sorry, man. Super elaborate plan. Hold on. There's definitely a better way of handling that, but such as, you know. Come on, man. Ow. See, the copper proves its worth. I don't have to question it. It's great. Look at this. What can't the copper do, you know what I mean? Wow, it's lagging. Why are you doing that? What a lovely area this is, by the way. No, yeah, I'm fond of this area. It's pretty nice looking. Right. It's a bit conflicting to not hear music, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Because, you know, I'm used to hearing music all the time with the Terraria and all that jazz, but, like, as you can hear, the distribution of the intervals very sparing. So now I'm just kind of all alone. Wow. Ooh, that goes crazy. Yeah, I do have iron. Didn't smelt it, though. Well, I ought to do that now, then. Yeah, normally I would want to actually make a bow, but in this case, I think I'm going to hold off on that. That's not, interesting. Ah, that's it, that's it. If only it was Terraria, am I right? Sorry. Alright. Let's beat the crap out of the skinny dude and some green looking guy. Where'd the skeleton go? Ooh, not the crowd I want. So I'm hoping that the data pack is gonna work. Wait. Let's see here. Ooh, you know, this is a perfect spot to actually go to the nether and then die in the nether, of course. Right. Okay. 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 Cool. Start first. You see that you have the weirdest intervals. Then one moment, you feel like you actually put up the shield in time. Apparently not. And what makes them worse is that they actually have some of the most pinpoint accuracy. What you gonna call like the most pinpoint accuracy. Right, that's not how that works. You punch. You know what? This is my world. I'm starting to realize the actual boundlessness that that concept actually holds, you know? Because in a server, I can't build a duplicating TNT obliterator thingamabob, you know what I mean? But we ain't in a server. I'm in my world. Man, seriously, this is a really good seed. Look at this. The copper pickaxe has served me well. I see no complaints. From myself, you know? Clarifications. I'm an idiot. Where would I typically put my torches? This doesn't feel right for some reason. It also doesn't feel good that I just have no food. How did you get here so fast? Still probably to keep this out. Yeah, it's not too valuable. Wait, no, I should keep it. I should keep it. No, I definitely feel as though I should keep it. Because if I do, I can repair it with an anvil. And thus I don't have to go through the problems of, you know, getting an enchantment book and all that jazz and thingamabobs and whatever. Plus, would it really hurt the integrity of the game if you could stack beyond 64 blocks? I mean, heck, Terraria, I'm gonna keep comparing this game to Terraria, I'm sorry. But like, nah, seriously, think about it, with Terraria, you know, one of the more recent updates from like 5 eons ago, they end up, whatchamacall, what was I saying? Yeah, they end up maximizing the amount of crap they can actually hold, and it's amazing. It's fantastic. No complaints from anyone. I'm pretty, yeah, I don't know. So far, it seems like I haven't really seen anyone complain about it, because it's just a quality of life that I don't think anyone really minds, because the more you do mine, the more crap you just have in your inventory that you just can't really get rid of. You know, you have a bunch of dirt and a bunch of stone and crap, and it's like, alright, great. I just have to regularly dispose of a bunch of like stuff I don't want in my inventory all the time. In this case, it's just you have a lot of stuff, hard to manage. But also, I don't know, what if you can just hold 128 cobblestone? I don't think it would hurt the integrity of the game, I'm gonna be honest. And I don't know if, in Jeb's little book, I don't know if he actually had, whatchamacall, anything about keeping it at 64 and all that jazz. I don't know why Notch did it, but like, well, you ain't Notch, so like, I'll pick and choose, man. So far, I've noticed no difference with the creepers, despite the data pack. That maybe works. Well, 'twas a nice cave. 'Twas a nice cave. I liked it personally. Oh, you know, I actually can make a nether portal. I don't wanna. I'll do that once I get back, because more than anything, I would rather just be able to resurface and whatchamacall, set my spawn, because it's a really good area. Don't want to walk all the way back if I die to like something, which would probably be like, I don't know, a zombie, likely. You know, I turned on the music for a reason, man. I'm waiting for the new stuff. The old stuff is great, as per usual. But I'm waiting for that new stuff. Like the new stuff. It's newish, but I'm talking the new stuff. Where was I from? Where did I come from? Ugh. I was thinking about this song, and I really do like the song a lot. It's great. I don't know why I suck at actually attacking them. I ought to actually do better if I want to make this machinery. Where did I come from? And this is the, this is one of them things, right? It is. Cool. Maybe I'll come back. More importantly, I'm lost. Oh, that's actually not good. You know, I really don't know how much use this bow has, and I would love to not break it if that's possible. I'm sorry for the noises, but listen, the resource pack is supposed to help with the whole TNT, and they both use the same sound effect. One, because, you know, creepers use the TNT sound, so. Sorry about that. Something you ought to get used to. Oh yeah, in this new version, they got the old, the new fog. Yeah, the humidity look. Moisture in the air. Ooh, you know, what if they had a terrain where, you know, this cave exited on the side of a mountain? You know, on like a big old cliff type thing. Imagine that. I'm still lost. Alright, so not this way. Probably. man. What is this? Man, I don't want to deal with y'all right now. You can't cook the fish? What do you mean you can't cook the fish? Why not? This feature still sucks. I actually have to search this crap up. It's called a bundle. My apologies. We have to go by fancy terminologies. No, don't get that crap out of there. Dude. Mate, come on, man. Yeah, sure, man, whatever. Why are there so many of you? Dude, y'all need to shut the crap up, man. You're making me feel like that one guy in Edgar Allan Poe's story, man. Cause I ain't done nothing. I'm just... No, I'm the victim here because I'm just... I'm stuck down here. You know, it's all your fault. Speaking of games, whatchamacall. So speaking of games and all that jazz, there's this one game called Teslagrad, and it has its sequel, Teslagrad 2. And it's really sad. The game is probably good. I like the first game a lot. But the thing is, you know, Teslagrad 2 released in 2024, I think. I'm assuming it's pretty alright, but what really is sad to me is seeing how not a lot of people are buying it. I'm not gonna buy it either because I have other priorities to buy it. But whenever there's a bunch of sales going on, the saddest thing to see is whenever this game is literally on sale for what's it called? $3, $2. I'm like, man, that's tragic. will I buy it? No. I won't. Not for now. I got other things to buy. Which is Pokemon ZA. That I'll play eventually in my life. And the only reason why I bought it is because there's 2 reasons. No, 3 reasons actually. 2 and 3 are, no, 1 and 2. Nope, wait, 1 and 3. Those reasons kind of work together. 1, because I think it would be pretty fun. 2, because I want to enable the bad practices of Nintendo and Game Freak, so then we can get another crappy quality game. Everyone else is sucking them off, but I'm doing it because I actually wanted to enable this practice of them cutting a lot of corners of whatchamacall. And 3rd reason is because, you know, the entire game takes place in a city, and I vibe with that. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah. You see, other people, they can't resist the idea of getting a game because they can't resist the idea that other games in the world exist. So, you know, of course you have a bunch of these people like, oh, well, you know, it's good if they enjoy their game. Yeah, that's cool and all, but, like, I think they should also consider the fact how they are literally making everything worse for everyone else. Because now everyone's going to think in the big old industry, alright, well, if they're willing to buy $80 and it's crap, then, yeah, let's set it at $80 now. You know, our AAA trash will be set at $80. I'm talking things like COD, for example, or the quadruple A Pirates of the Caribbean, or whatever it's called. But yeah, no, it's just like, it sets a really horrible precedent that you are literally actively pushing each time you literally can't wait a singular millisecond to just back off from using your wallet. Now, of course, what am I doing right now? Well, I wanted to actually enable this practice because, you know why? I want to see another bad practice happen with Pokemon. Why not, you know? And because I thought I would actually I thought I would actually enjoy it, so why not? Still a hypocrite. I'll admit it. But, like, we're simply slightly different. That gives me a good enough of vantage. Right, I still am hungry because I ain't got no food here. So, right. Huh. That's such a good point. I'm so good at noticing things. Did I see a chirp? See, why are you chirping? I get you're, like, knocking yourself into that, and that's, like, not my problem, so I won't do anything to help you. But, like, why are you chirping, man? No. Ain't you like a fish or something? What are you? No, generally, what are they? Look at this copper ingot stuff. Look at that. And then I can grab myself more stuff. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? It's beautiful. All the copper tools in the world. Alright. Back to the surface. Hold on. Quick check. There we are. Had to make sure. There are like bot moderators to actually ban these type of bots, right? I don't know how to set that crap up, but it would be nice. I would like to do that. Because I hate dealing with them. Cluttering the chat and all that jazz. With their cheap viewerships. I don't need your things. Stuff. I don't want it. But I need. I don't know. Alright, so I went I went down here. Okay, nope, okay. No, but seriously, the bots suck. As one would assume. But another thing I'm thinking right at this instant is this song is a bop. I should have put torches down. I should put anything down. Alright. I don't want to dig up. I don't want to dig up. No, I don't want to do that. I'm finding my way up. Too much of a pain. I don't think I took fall damage. Alright, so let me retrace my steps again. Mind if I do? It's all nice and all, but I still don't know where I am. Amazing. Okay. So I stumbled upon this from here and then continued traveling, thinking, yeah, I'll come back to this. So I came from this direction. That is true. I came from probably the bottom area. Or maybe not, I guess. What you doing here? I don't think you're supposed to be on land. Nonetheless. Okay. Fell down. Built my way back up. There was also some stuff over here. Being like, ooh la la. Iron. Then I went some direction. My head hurts. Okay, so went down this way. Definitely. But I specifically jumped into the water. I jumped into the water, avoiding damage from a zombie and a creeper. So I must have come from over here. I guess I was looking from this area, maybe downwards. No, that doesn't make sense. No. Ah, here we are. You see, the whole shield thing that I just mentioned. It feels like you got it, but then you just didn't. Either way, I'm out of here. Right. Food. Can't forget about that. I sure do like the idea of that. Food and all that jazz, you know? Did I throw away the gunpowder? Why? Aw, that's so dumb! This is so dumb! I hate the phantoms. This is why they suck. What do you think I can do about this, man? I can't do anything. Wait, I can't. Wait, the thinking brain. A house! Of course! Why didn't I think of that? You don't have to do this. Please? You need 2 hands to swim. Gee. How fun to have phantoms in this game. What joy they bring to me. So now, what do I have to do? It's either that I hurriedly make a house, which, no. What do they do, actually? Some pretty alright stuff. Oh, what great joy. Can I? No, I can't. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up to this. Because if I die, I don't know where this is. Well, now I do. But you think I want to travel this far? Like 100, 200 blocks? Who do you think I am? You think I do a lot of traveling? I don't. Oh my goodness. Hey. Maybe I can get a cow. But if I die, I'm gonna be really super ticked. I'm gonna be like really super ticked. I'm gonna be ticked. I'm gonna be ticked, and it's gonna prove my point about why I would prefer creepers more than anything. And why creepers are a lot better, despite the concept of them destroying blocks and being the antithesis of the game. But like, that's cool in my opinion. But more importantly, I don't know, if I always enjoyed them since the beginning of time, then why would I be complaining now? Like, look at that, I just crossed paths with one creeper. And you know what I did? I walked past him like I didn't even see him. I could have just said nothing about him, and you wouldn't have thought that I've noticed. You'd be questioning, is this guy blind? And the answer is yes, I am. But I saw the dude. Now, where the crap is food? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. No. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not gonna die like the golden spot of the song. If I'm to die with the song playing, I'm not gonna be dying at that part. I hate you. Oh my goodness, man. Alright. The direction was 400. Nah, man, you guys keep comparing the Phantom to the Creeper. Nah, let my man be. They ain't nothing like Phantoms. Nothing close to it at all. There's a reason why Phantoms look like abominations. Creepers are the Frankenstein's monster of this world. They're perfection, supposedly, but a mistake in the making. The Phantoms, no, they just suck. Maybe they are the actual Frankenstein's monster, because you know they were purposefully created, but they suck. They just do. So. Oh. Well, it's not too bad now, is it? Still, my point stands. That crap was not anything that needed to happen had phantoms not existed. Now I gotta walk through this treacherous sea of bamboo and one singular tree here. It is crazy how fast bamboo actually grows, by the way. Talking real life. Have I watched Indiana Jones? Good question. You know, another thing I think about, where am I? Well, that's another thought process. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, no, something that does sort of live rent free in my mind is the whole that one meme of the guy where he dies, doesn't actually, of course, and he's like, oh, it's not bad. It's just I just wasn't expecting it. It's just like Oh wait, no, I think he was saying he wasn't expecting, just wasn't expecting to be Chinese, because it's like a Chinese. Oh, what would it be? It'd be, would it be Buddhism? What is a predominant religion? So I guess it would be like Buddhist heaven. Is that the predominant religion? Point in case, you get the whole meme. Lives rent free in the noggin. Funny. It is. Ooh. Hey, I got this. Hey. 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 Suck. Why? Hey. Alright, man. Whatever, dude. See how it is. I didn't care anyway. So this would be what would be called a forever world. I'm enthusiastic about this world. It's a really nice seed, really nice seed, and it'd be nice to build something huge. I see all these different humongous builds, and pretty inspiring, if anything, to be honest. Go back in there. I mean, it sure is a nice spot. But maybe I should explore and bring my crap with me. And also, I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. I want to find a villager. Because you know what I want? I want to go on the grind immediately. I want to actually get some good stuff from, what's it called? Trials and Chambers. You know, the trials. They're nice, they're nice. As for the nether, you know, I think it can wait. I have diamonds. It can wait. Let me just store them there. Now I know that just made everything arbitrary. You know, it was just whining and all that jazz about the phantoms, but like, you know, that's just how it is. Don't worry about it. My hatred. You know, the jungle's great and all. I do like it. Bit of a problem whenever, you know, where's every other biome? And secondly, these phantoms are going to be a problem again because once again, I need to sleep because I'm being forced to. Otherwise, I deal with the most annoying mob in the game. Well, so skeletons I'm okay with despite them also being sucky as crap. But what about comparative to, what's it called? How does it compare to other crap? You got skeletons, you have mini zombies, or baby zombies. Hate those things. I'm gonna say I hate baby zombies the most, generally. I really do. But then again, I don't really deal with phantoms too often because I don't play with experiences that actually have phantoms activated because, you know, they suck. So maybe this playthrough thingy can open my eyes, wider than they can already open. To make me realize, wow, Phantoms suck. Also, just wanted to quickly say, I don't know if anyone listening to this plays Genshin Impact. I sort of do. I deleted the game, but then do I have it on my phone? I do have it on my phone, but I haven't actually played it since. So it's, I think, been like a year. I've talked about it previously. The character Hu Tao. Fun fact. Alright, and you're gonna have to listen to the full explanation, because otherwise it's gonna sound whacked. So, I actually was a moderator of the Hu Tao mains subreddit. Was because I ended up completely removing that role because, I mean, to me, it was kind of just a time killer. To a lot of other people, they want to flex their egos and all that jazz. But to me, I don't know, it's a really fun time killer. I was pretty passionate about, there's like actually quite an influx of porn that was going on, being posted and all that jazz. And I was like, alright, well, I get the idea that a lot of people don't want to see that whilst they're on the subway and then frantically start. But, whatchamacallit. And I understood that definitely, because there is definitely a fine line between applying the whole NSFW tag and then something that's right behind it that is literally just porn. Because, if you want to see the porn, there is absolutely the subreddit for the porn. So, with that in mind, I was thinking, alright, well, I'm just going to give it a shot and just send a little quick message to one of the moderators. Or, no, I did a message to the mod. What was it? What? No, you did not swim across. So, threw a little thingamabob message at just the mods in general. Not even one of them. It was, the message mods feature. Got a pretty quick response, and I was allowed to become a little moderator. It was a fun time, because in general, it really was just a time killer for me. But then came the whole thing of, I mean, there's nothing wrong with these people, but I am going to drop names. There's nothing wrong, anything wrong with them at all. But so there's Wet Math. He's pretty goated. Yeah, they're all goated. But this guy, he also moderates his own subreddit and has made a pretty nice looking, sleek design for the About page. And he said, whenever he was introducing himself inside of the Discord, because at some point in time we're thinking, alright, let's negotiate this crap of like what kind of changes you want to make to this Discord, because he said there was quite some problems. And so he was like, alright, well, I'm kind of here because I want to change the Hu Tao subreddit in a better direction. And I was like, alright, cool. And I kind of waited for that. Nothing happened, man. What happened? You didn't do anything. You were the one thing that was holding me back from leaving. Because at the time I was thinking, alright, well, I gotta move on and concentrate on other crap. And it's been fun. And the deepest thing that was also holding me back from leaving is because whenever you are the moderator, I don't know if other people can see it. I don't think so. But there is classically a in the Discord, if you are a moderator in any regard to the Hu Tao communities, such as in Discord or Reddit, and then maybe something else, I don't remember, you get access to the moderator chat, which is pretty fun. I didn't really talk ever, but it was fun. Really, really fun to see their chats. And, but let me tell you though, despite the fact how he had a pretty big motive on the idea of trying to improve Hu Tao Reddit, which he definitely had his motivations. He definitely listed the reasons why Such as the punishments. He wanted to rework the punishment system to make it a lot harsher. And I was like, is it really a need though? But after all that, all this talk, it was all talk because he didn't do anything so far. He still hasn't. So, unironically, seeing the chats was one of the things that held me back because it's like this is one of the only times that I've truly experienced the idea of being within a communicative access. By having connections, I was able to gain access into this. That's pretty awesome. I like that. That's super cool. Because, I don't know, it's just cool to actually know you had connections enough to actually see something that typically people wouldn't. Such as, my military friend. And thus, if I'm associated to the military friend, she's goated. I got to see inside of a military base. It was pretty awesome. But, anyway, so point in case though, that was the one thing, one of the biggest things that were holding me back was because, as much as I don't really see a reason to continue being a moderator because I don't give a crap about the position of power, I just want to help out, but I forgot to include this, but once I joined the moderator team, there was nothing to moderate. The problem already was fixed by the time I got in. So it's like, well, great. What else can I do? So I kind of, in my own mind, played the small cog in the big machine. I was kind of just the supporting role amongst these people. They did the heavy lifting. I was kind of like the small filter that kept track of a bunch of different things, such as if there's an AI post or if something is not credited, because I really do like the idea of crediting the artist. You should always credit whatever source you're using. It's very important that, not just for the respect of the artist, but also for the respect of any viewer of any kind to, if they have any questions of where anything came from, they should be allowed to see it at easy access. They shouldn't have to go on a word or just some sort of GeoGuessr type exploration, I guess, to find this one thing, whether it be music, whether it be a game, whether it be an art piece, doesn't matter. Point in case, I highly prioritize this crediting and actually citing your sources to whatever art you've posted that's from someone else. That was my big thing that I really was honed in on. But yeah, and when it came down to that, though, Wet Math did want to make some sort of, because he really wanted more punishments, and I was like, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just a little Reddit. I don't think it's that serious. I don't think I said that. I don't remember what I said, but I was saying something. I don't know. Can I read this? I forgot how it is. I think I can. Anyway, so point in case, I kind of lost all purpose, and I continued being a moderator for an extra maybe 6 months max. I think that's the time frame, and then I was like, all right, I want to leave. Nothing wrong with anyone. It's cool community and everything, but heck, I'm starting to slow down on the whole production of actually being productive and trying to take care of these things. Instead, I'm just letting everyone else kind of just handle crap because I'm just too lazy. Like I said, it's a time killer. I don't really think of it as some sort of job. I'm a volunteer, man. It's not that serious. So, the decision came down to the idea of, yeah, I want to prioritize other things in my life, such as Geometry Dash. I forgot what else I was working on at the time. It was probably still just Geometry Dash. It's always Geometry Dash. So, the thing that ultimately came up to that decision was thinking about, alright, so what am I to lose? And, like I said, I don't care about the whole losing moderator thing. I unmodded myself. And But the thing that I would be losing is the communication of seeing this mod chat, which is really fun because it's like, it's just cool. It's really cool just to see. I mean, there's nothing else happening. It was just them talking and all that jazz, and here and there maybe talking about like a problem that was happening. But like, it's just them like chatting along. But yeah, there's two things holding back. One of them was that, and then also, you know, waiting for Wetmath to actually do something about the subreddit. Still hasn't. He still hasn't. I haven't noticed any difference. The crap man. So upon waiting like maybe 2 more weeks, I realized, all right, this guy's not doing anything. So I decided I'm gonna leave, because I also convinced myself on the first concept that I'd be losing, which is the mod chat and seeing all the conversations, and you know, it's fun to always see these interactions. And the way I thought about it was very simple, and I had to like truly grasp it to accept it, which is, all right, well, whenever I was just a simple moderator on Reddit and I didn't do anything on Discord, I didn't have any access to their Discord server mod thingamabob, I kind of just did my own thing, and the people I would be chatting to would be Smug, I think that's what his name is, and Wetmath. Mainly Wetmath. And those were kind of the 2 people I was mainly in contacts with. But like, I was pretty fine then. I don't understand. I don't think I'd be too disheartened now if I just completely cut things off right there with the Discord mod chat. Because like, think about it. It's just, all right, well, what did I have before? Status quo. Is that the right word? It's just a chillaxed experience. I was okay. You know, it's not like I'm losing the world. It's not like I'm losing best friends or anything. Everything was pretty chillaxed before knowing about the fact how there's like actually Discord mod chats and all that jazz. And then afterwards, okay. So it's just reverting back to what was before. And before was already pretty alright, so I didn't care. So, yeah, instead of the mod introductions, I end up just saying, alright, well, it's been a pleasure. Cool community, and then I left. Because I wanted to take a break from Reddit itself because of Hypixel. This is all within the time frame. The one thing that really pushed me to leave as well, the third thing that really pushed me to leave, or the second thing that pushed me to leave, was absolutely Hypixel and dealing with their bullcrap on their official subreddit. Gosh, that's so annoying. And it made me realize, what am I doing? So I just got up and left Reddit. And even currently, I'm not really using it too often. You know? I only reinstalled it for like one big reason, and I'm just kind of awaiting the continuation to see what happens. But all in all, on the Reddit itself, I don't really have to think about much. I don't care. I mean, yeah, you got the communities that I previously interacted with, but I mean, my responsibilities are gone. I don't have to care about the idea of being a moderator. And as for the communities that I interact with, okay, it's all optional. It's the same concept with the status quo or the idea of what it was like before Reddit. It's like, that's okay. So like, there's no problem. Just not using Reddit. What is your problem? Are you jobless? Are you jobless? Are you jobless? I get that. Are you studying? I should be. Anyway. Right. Anyway, I was just mentioning that because I was seeing the a post on Reddit on Hutao. Give me a second, hold on. Who is this person? Who are you? What is this sketchy looking guy with their sketchy looking name? their sketchy looking thingamabobs and create on September 6th. I don't like your string name. Oh. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but I still don't trust you. I don't even know who the crap you are. Sorry, someone just sent like friend request on Discord. I have no idea if it has anything to do with the stream, but I ought to say, if you are not a bot, you should definitely say, I'm perhaps not a bot. And then I'm still not going to friend you because I'm too lazy. I'm no longer... No, I'm still am. Never mind. Anyway. Ooh, no, this is a nice spot. This is a good spot. I like this spot. You know what? I'm settling here. I'm gonna save this town. I will save this town. Inevitably, you will all die, probably. Not because of me. Just last time I tried doing anything. Sucked. Did not go well. Dog armor, more like dog water. I don't give a crap about that stuff. Man, frick off with that. Alright, get the crap out of my inventory. Sorry if I'm, when it comes down to my explanations that I keep repeating myself. Once again, I'm gonna blame it on being tired. What was I doing again? Right. Crafting food. Anyway, I'm here because I want to make a cartographer table, but also a cartographer. So someone had some money in one of these houses. No, you're poor. Just like me. You know, it sure doesn't help that these look like lanterns and makes it really difficult to spawn in the inventory. How do you do? He doesn't get it. These cows don't get it. He gets it. Right, I still don't have any wool. Gosh, this sucks. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm slaughtering y'all over there. I'm sorry, this is just how it must be. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Dodging him. Ow. Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all gotta go. Not that you have to leave. It's just, it's part of life. It has to be this way. Get out! Ooh, sorry about your crops, dude. Nope, get up. Get up, man. Oh, this is bamboo? That's... Oh, wait, no, I'm not talking about bamboo. Bamboo... I don't need bamboo. No, I don't need bamboo here. No, bamboo is useless. We don't need it. What I need is some sugar cane that looks oddly like other things. Now we play the waiting game. The worst part of this. Because you can't speed up any of the progress. You just wait. And if that be the case, then I guess what I can do to fill up the time is maybe going to the nether. Which, you know, would deload the chunks and thus would make it, like, completely arbitrary to do anything that has anything revolving around waiting. But, like, whatever. So the current trend of how it works when it comes down to me and the nether, you know, is that typically I die. You know? Not the most pleasant thing, but, you know, it's just, it happens, you know, it's natural. It happens to the best of us, you know? No one should be embarrassed from... Sorry. That's not how melons work. We all break a few eggs to make an omelet. That's such a dumb saying. Breaking a leg is nothing to be embarrassed about. Right, I'm still trying to actually make stuff. Right, I need the iron. Iron go here. Cool. Wicked cool. Must preserve the longevity of the species. There we are. What am I to do again? Right, yes, of course. lava. Alright, you're gonna have to bear with the fact that I suck at this. I ain't no speedrunner, you know? I'd like to be. Not for Minecraft. Portal. Of course. Here's a nice plot of land. Well, that's nice. hate trying to find a fortress. Sorry. Oh, that's not so nice. I hate dealing with these guys. Especially whenever they actually do their little melee attacks that actually hurt so much more. And despite them being firebenders and all that jazz, it deals so much damage. Well, you know, this is a bit of a sandbox game, so I can, you know, experiment a little bit. Ow. I'm feeling just like Doug Ratman with that one. Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't help. Can also just dig around it. I'm making things way too complicated. Taking this way too seriously. These old builders sure had some really good architecture skills. You always marvel at their designs and their grand magnitude of brilliance. Okay. Man, that crackling noise is so loud. Yeah, no, I get it, I get it. We certainly are in the, we certainly are in the nether. I don't have to hammer it at home so much. You know, I'm still waiting for the nether update, by the way. I know we already had one. And I know everyone else is waiting on the end update. But man, screw that. If they're gonna revamp the nether, I want them to actually do that. Why do it so listen, they did a great job. I'm gonna still call it half-baked. You know why? Because they could have done more. They could have done way more. Look at this place. They acknowledged the fact how this thing looks ugly as crap and they could have done something better with it. Why not fit it with the art style? Like, or just the direction of buildings and all that jazz. You could have improved upon it. You could have made it a lot better. But what did they do? Nothing. But then again, I'm expecting too much from the people who made these stupid buildings called the Woodland Mansions. And despite them looking really cool, they ain't got any crap in there. Like, I don't understand. The devs forgot that, you know, upon finding such a rare location should have actual stuff in there to find. Because, you know, get this right. There's cool stuff to find in a little location that's difficult to find. My goodness. What a difficult concept. Ow. No, but seriously, The Woodland Mansion. It's supposed to be a challenge. And yeah, you do get the Totem of Undying, but like, man, who give a crap, man? I don't. My opinions are mine. Ooh. What kind of them? Yeah, these things sure are taking a while. What do you mean I can't catch the fish with the fish rod? Ain't that the entire point? What are you talking about? Hold on. Oh, that's the old... That's the old water sound. Alright. I can make something with that. I mean, I don't have a DAW. I had FL Studio, but I switched to Linux, so now I got nothing. But I mainly use Linux. I mainly use FL Studio for like sound design so far. Mainly because I just, for some reason, I mean, the answer's pretty obvious. Actually. Man, I just can't concentrate on and like stay put for a second to actually work on a project. That's why, honestly, I make more stuff on FL Studio Mobile than anything, is because, you know, I can always switch back and forth, but I don't know, I need to work on actually... Get out of my inventory. I need to work on actually focusing, you know? I need to learn how to focus on, like, longer term project type stuff. Oh, by the way, this is the song, to anyone who's listening, this song right here, it's pretty alright, but also, I don't like it too much. Because it does those notes the entire song. The entire song length. It sounds like this. Like, I get that you're trying to emulate, maybe, C418's little tune-a-mabob, but like, first of all, you're not supposed to. C418 emulated what it meant to make Minecraft music. But when it comes down to this, you're just what drives me mad is whenever I was playing on Bedrock Edition with friends, because, you know, I set up a Realms, and this song was playing consecutively for like hours on end. I'm like, what other song do you have in your catalog, man? Are we playing this crap on repeat or something? Do I only have one thing in this playlist? Why are you only playing one song, man? What happened to every other song with every other artist? But as you can see, this sound, like this song, is the same note. Same notes the entire way through. I mean, it's alright. But you know what? I'll play you a good song after I catch another thing. Okay. Let me show you something of an artist that actually makes something work about repetition to an extreme degree. This guy is known for his minimalism. My sister said that he's a beginner composer. And I was like, youch. No, this is just his style. Alright, let me do this. Alright, hold on. Let me lock in for a second. Find this crap. Alright, what is this? Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, this is about Portal. As I was saying, what's the song I'm looking for? Bird. Often a bird. Okay. And there is one that is neato, but I think there's a better one. Here, is it this one? Wait a minute. No. No. It is the song. It's this one. It's this one. Here we are. This guy's the GOAT. Don't mind the stuff that I've been watching. This guy's the GOAT. And the entire song sounds like this. But it progresses. Like, despite it being really simple and repetitive as crap, it does still have emotion. And yeah, the song that we just heard also has emotion. You know, it has like a movement. But not like this. This is movement. It's like you're walking up a slope. Or walking up a set of stairs, about to see a glorious sunset. You know? This song is so awesome. Then, hold on, let me... Oh crap, no, you cut me off, how dare you, that sucks. Fuck you, how dare you. Don't do that to my boy, Wim Mertens. The Mozart. this guy's awesome though. Where was I? You hearing this? This is amazing. Man. This song's awesome. Alright, enough of that. Let me look at this.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Expect the showcase to 100% release in November.
Let me not look at this. I'll look at it in my own time. Back to what I was actually showing though. Tunneling. This song is also really good. It just feels like exactly as it goes. Tunneling. It's like a... Let me just let it play for a second. Sorry, just now realized I wasn't actually displaying it. Let's look at this. It's peak. By the way, on the topic of performers, whatchamacall? On the topic of performers, there is, what's her name? She is, that woman who does like a lot of lewd thumbnails and a lot of lewd I mean in general she just does a lot of cosplays. I completely forgot what her name was. Pan Piano. Unironically, I love the way that she plays the piano. And you know, it's not wasted potential that she's playing all these different songs. You know, there is no wasted potential when it comes down to art, you know, as long as it's all within passions and actual care put into said concepts. But one thing that I am wanting though, and I'd be willing to commission it as well, is I really want her to play Pan Piano. I want her to play Minuet by Claude Debussy. The way she plays piano is so beautiful. Generally, I love the emphasis she puts on whenever she, you know, plays each key. It's great. You know, it has enough power and impact, yet it's so smooth, you know? I really like the way she plays, and so I would love to hear her perform Minuet by Claude Debussy. That'd be amazing. Unironically, that would be awesome, and I would be willing to pay for that. I don't know how much, though, because I don't want it to be expensive, but I would be willing to pay. Because, unironically, it would be so lovely to hear. Anyway, here's for some epileptic stuff, so caution. I don't know why I'm showing this. I shouldn't. Yeah, you can watch that on your own time. Anyway. Sorry, at that point, I'm just kind of showing stuff that isn't made by me, isn't mine to show. So I don't want to get too carried away. And just showing stuff without much to really acquaint with it. What does one do within the nether? I'm gonna go die in the nether. Ow, okay, man. Alright, y'all, you didn't have to. You don't have to do this. What is this? What was that, Halo Reach? I haven't played the game. Alright, y'all. Yeah, that's so. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Probably. I'm thinking it. Surprisingly, I've had quite some fun. Well, I don't think it's that surprising. You know, 2-week phases of Minecraft, it doesn't have to be 2 weeks for as long as you actually figure out what you want to do. If it's a sandbox, then you should expect it to be like a sandbox and actually do stuff. Set goals for yourself, because that's what the entire point is. I mean, the world is a sandbox. I'm talking about real life. You can take that in whatever direction you want, whether you're going to be like sadistic as crap or not. You can just, I don't know, the world is very malleable in a sense. But whatchamacall? Or rather, reality is quite malleable. Or just maybe the world around you, maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, more importantly, I think I'm gonna end things here. So.